I'm Paulina. I do children and young people's nursing, and I'm in second year from Poland. So I moved here when I was like 9, and then I lived in Reading for a bit and just moved here. I like rabbits, like the rabbits, just the random rabbits just appearing out of nowhere is amazing. I like the sports park because I spend a lot of time doing sports and they just have so much to do. So I was, I guess, born a Catholic. Like, I was born into a Catholic family. Like, my family, like, everyone's kind of at a different stage. Some people are just agnostic or atheist, actually. So it's quite mixed, but we all get along really, really well. And yeah, nothing was like ever forced on me. So, okay, maybe like morning prayer with my grandma, like slightly, but then I kind of enjoyed it. So I spent a lot of time doing that. My grandmas and my great grandma, they were like the main people that introduced me to like faith, I guess. My parents went, yeah, they said they're Catholic, but like I don't think it was like fully in their heart yet at that point in life. Then I moved to England, and we were going to church every like Sunday, but it was like just it felt more like a tradition. Like it was still there, like I guess, because the grandmas, and they did have quite a big effect on my family. But yeah, I don't know how much heartfelt it was at the time. But then I would say when I was about 16, 15, I like fully converted in a sense, because that was like making a conscious decision to do confirmation. Like I took a year extra because I said I want to make it like proper, genuine. We had like a lot of like visitors in our church doing their testimonies, and I guess like I saw quite a few miracles and quite a lot of people around me getting changed by God for the better, and just growing in that relationship with Him. And then we had a change of a priest as well, and it all just like, yeah, the pieces like fell together. And then I guess I ended up having like a personal relationship with God around that time, more than maybe before. About Christianity, I like that there's many different types actually. So like there's Catholics, but there's other people as well. I like going to their churches. I like, because they focus on like different areas usually, or like different concepts. Some people are more into worship, some people are more into like sacrifices, or like Salvation Army, they do like a lot of gift stuff. So like physically serving people. And I feel like, so for me, like it feels like Catholicism is like a cake, and then they just feel like slices in a sense, because like we're free to do anything within the other like weeks of the day, days of the week. Like it doesn't need to be just that one mass. Like we're open to basically anything. It just depends on your particular community what they want to do, kind of extracurricularly. So yeah, I like visiting them sometimes. And then in Catholicism, I like that it just feels whole to me. Like it feels like it's not missing anything, any part of like, yeah, it just feels whole. I don't know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. I like that, especially Polish Catholics, like we have extra traditions. And because most of Poland is at least like Christian, it's like a national thing. So it just feels really nice, like a very community feeling you just get from all the events. Yeah, and I like that I can share it with my family. And I like the way it changes them. After my parents, they basically got like fully converted around the same time as me, I guess. Like they ended up having that personal relationship more around the same time. And I just loved the effect it had on them and the relationship between them, and just generally the relationship between all of us as a family, like my closest family. I guess faith, like not just in studies, it just helps me every day, because it gives me a reason to be here in a sense. Like, so it motivates me even if I have a bad day. I don't listen to the Bible like an audiobook. There's this really cool like channel on YouTube called Biblia Superprodukcja, and then I actually came across it in International World Youth Days, and so yeah, they created like a really cool audiobook of the Bible, and I just listen to that, and it keeps me going, it keeps me motivated even if I don't feel motivated during the day. I feel like on campus there aren't that many Catholics. There's just not a lot of us, and spending a lot of my time with like the Polish community and just the Catholic or Christian community beforehand, kind of kept me a little bit sheltered to the mindset some people have or values, and that caught me by surprise. And I guess that background I had from beforehand, like all these things I've seen and all these testimonies and just really cool people, and the great basically effects it had on my life. Yeah, I ended up like, I don't know, staying with all of these, my faith, my values, and but appreciating in a way everybody else. And like it clashed, but I spend most of my time actually now with not Catholics and non-Christians, which is like a quite big change from before. And they kind of know who I am, they know my values, but we just get along, and a lot of them are curious and just want to know. And like, I'm always very non-judgmental, maybe because my family never forced anything, like I said, and everyone's kind of varied and in different stages of their faith as well. I try to, in a way, like worship God in everything I do. So, yeah, like when I study, I try to do it the best of my ability, to be fair about it, like try not to cheat in tests, like I guess. What else? I mean, I pray, like sometimes when there's a bad, like an exam coming up, and that helps me out a little bit. It feels like it does give me that little bit of extra strength too. I guess I'm Catholic because God loves me, and like he kind of proved himself in my life already. So there's really no reason for me not to be, because when I've been asking questions, they have been answered, and sometimes the answer is just no. And actually, a lot of the time it's just no, but coming to terms with that. Yeah, I feel like my life is just so much better with him.